Hey everybody, Cash Baggins here, and today I'm going to be going over how to score from range. I think at the higher levels of rematch, it'll be important to score when you get the chance to, because you won't be getting that many chances. With that, I'll go over how I learned to effectively shoot. Okay, first things first, load into free play. I already got the ball because I was just in here, but I wanted to learn the limits of shooting. So with max curve, where can I shoot from? And that's tough when you're just shooting regularly because the reticle could be anywhere, right? So I looked all the way at the ceiling because that's like a fixed point. You can't aim any higher than that. And I just took a shot with max down curve. And as you see, that just kind of goes into the net or lands before the net. So if you bring it forward a bit and do it again, okay, that's off the top. So you move back until you hone it in and you're just barely sneaking it under the crossbar. And that looks like it was just about right. But you're not always going to be shooting from dead on. In fact, you probably shouldn't be shooting from dead on, at least not with max down curve. So we move it over, just remember that we need to move up a little bit too if you're shooting far post, because you know the distance is further when you're shooting across the net rather than straight at the center. So I look all the way up, max down curve, money. Then you pass it over here. You know, let's see if we're over here. All the way up, max down curve. That's a bit high. So maybe we don't go all the way up now. We just move it down a little bit. Max down curve, still a bit high. As you practice this, you'll get better at figuring out where the spot is for you to be able to shoot with maximum curve. And eventually you can start mixing things in, like what if I wanted to do you know, side curve? Well, that's a pretty money shot. Well, what if I wanted to go near post? Close, but not quite. Or what if I wanted to do, you know, down and side curve? That's pretty close. Maybe we'll just aim down a little bit more. You know, and that was maybe a bit low in the net as well. But you can get the point here of, you know, you're honing in the shot. So my recommendation is just to start off with like the limit, figure out where the limit is, and then just adjust that bit by bit. And eventually you'll be able to make shots. You'll get a feel for like where the curve goes to, you know, have a good shot. And that's my recommendation for shooting. Just get in here and lab and spend a lot of time. You know, you load up before you queue up for any games. Just hit a couple shots. You're waiting for friends to get on. Hit a couple shots. You're queued up for a rank match. Just come in here and shoot. And eventually you'll get a good feel for it. I do want to clarify, this doesn't mean just shoot at every single possible opportunity in the game. Because to score these shots, if the goalie is positioned properly, you're not going to be able to score. So you have to be able to identify when the goalie is out of position and when to shoot. And I'm going to go over that here in this next section of the video, where I just play some of the clips where I scored some of these goals and kind of what I was thinking and why I decided to take the shot. So just don't always be shooting. Shooting, you know, should be used, not rarely, but just don't always shoot. Damn it. Okay, here we go. Okay, so first goal here. I just see the goalie standing still like a statue and decide, let's rip a shot, you know? Like, so I put it out there, he misses. Let me also just pause right here and say, oh, this is all just goalies being bad. Yeah, I think as goalie, you always have the opportunity to save it. This is about testing the goalie, and you make it harder and harder for them to make the save. That's the goal of a good shot. I think in this game, if a goalie is properly positioned, you just never score. So let's move on past that. Yeah, the goalie could have probably got that, but he didn't. And this one, why'd I shoot that one? That's a good question. I think it was we were down and we hadn't had very many good opportunities, so I just decided to rip a shot. Again, max down curve makes it a bit tricky. Here, I see the goalie is a bit far from the center of the net, so I'm just gonna, you know, put it outside him so he can't reach it with a dive. He didn't dive anyways, so that's a goal. On this one, I think this is another one of those opportunities where we're just testing the goalie. He isn't necessarily out of position here, but sometimes a shot from this range can catch him off guard. So I take the shot, and it goes in. He doesn't even dive. Probably had an opportunity to save it, but didn't.
There.
That one
Nice,
was,
dude.
if we look at this one, he's just too close.
Nice,
he's too close to
dude.
me. He's too close to the near side of the post, so I know there's
Just
room
you up there.
backside.
Nice, dude.
Let's see.
It's really not that bad.
This one, I think that one was at the start, but point is he was just standing still. Again, too close to near side, so we just rip it. This one, I'm playing with teammates that I know, and I try to take this shot, gets blocked. When you got teammates that'll give you a second chance, that's fantastic. But here I see he's way too close to the near side post.
Oh,
and so I put that one away. On the far side, again, he's way out of position, so I decided to take that shot.
Oh, shit.
Put it far side netting. This last one, I kind of, again, see he's just too far near side. He's too far near side here, so I know I can put it far side if I do max down curve. And again, it stuns the goalies a lot of the time. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and let me know if you have any questions about how to shoot. This is the how to score from distance video, so focused on testing the goalie from range, getting some reps in, went over how to kind of hone in the shot when it's floating. You find the limit, you hone that in, you just practice from different angles, and then kind of went over kind of some situations. I see the goalie out of position, or maybe I'm just testing the goalie because they haven't gotten very many shots. All valid. But that's it for this time. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you on the pitch.